time for Highlands basketball tonight from Wexford, Pennsylvania, and North Allegheny High School. The Highlands Golden Rams wrap up the regular season against the Tigers of North Allegheny. Along with the Dean, Mike Choma, cameraman Dan, this is Mike Pavlik greeting you from high atop the gym here at NA. Dean, in our final regular season tilt, why this one?
Well, Mike, it's possibly a playoff site, but it'll be different from the playoff site. You'll have that whole other side filled up with people, so a little different look here tonight with the Allen Deep Classic. And this year, you only play one home game in the first round. Last year, it was the first two rounds, so there'll be more neutral site games. This North Allegheny venue is very popular because it's so big for playoff games. So again, getting to play your last regular season game here, hopefully will be something to our advantage. We'll see. Okay, now, do you think that today's game is important as to seeding? Well, Mike, we have a lot of important games going on. South Allegheny is playing today against Shadyside Academy. North Catholic is playing Central Catholic. You always say the committee looks at the body of work beyond the section. Correct. This is a game today. Seeding is not going to come out until Monday. By the way, it's 3 o'clock Monday for anybody who's interested and wants to get the first news. So again, I think we're going to see what happens here tonight. Our bracket show at halftime. Stay tuned for that. We're going to give you what we think is going to happen. Yes, we're going to do that at halftime. But again, I think it does affect it. I think that if the brackets come out at 3 o'clock Monday, there is no chance this game will go into anything going in with the seeding. Those brackets were done last night by midnight. Quality of work, though. We have a lot of fine opponents on our schedule. I think they'll look at that. Right. I completely agree with you there. All right, well, this North Allegheny team will not be making the playoffs. Dave DiGregorio is back. Yeah, Mike, it's interesting. They don't start any seniors, but again, they're a 6A team. They have a good coach in Dave DiGregorio, as you mentioned. They rate 12 overall, 3 and 7 in section. From what I've been told, they've had a lot of injuries during the year. This becomes their playoff game, especially with a young team, Mike. So again, they're going to come out tonight, I think, play very hard. And again, we'll see what happens as far as seeding goes with us. And again, their playoff game here on their home court. Let's see what happens. All right. Are you or someone you know in need of physical or occupational therapy? Consider the caring therapists at Phoenix Rehabilitation and Health Services in Natrona Heights. Zach Bartolotta and his staff specialize in one-on-one personalized care, coupled with the latest techniques and equipment in physical therapy services. They deal with any type of injury, specializing in orthopedic conditions, including sports and workers' comp injuries. Phoenix will help you with the goal of returning to the activities you'll love the most. Phoenix Rehabilitation and Health Services, conveniently located at 1601 Union Avenue, Natrona Heights. They have flexible hours for your convenience and accept most insurances, including UPMC. So call today, 724-224-5090, to set up an appointment. Tip-off coming up. It's Highlands at North Allegheny, and it's right after this. All right, we are back at North Allegheny. The starting lineups tonight brought to you by Dan Timmons Painting, Natrona Heights. Dan Timmons Painting, to beautify and protect. The Rams will be first. They'll be dressed as the visitors tonight, of course. And we're going back to our normal starters, Mike. We'll start 0, Chandler Timmons, 6'4" senior, averaging 4 points a game. Number 1 is Jimmy Quint, 6'3" senior, averaging 18 per game. Our big guy in the middle, 15, Braden Foster, 6'8" junior, averages 21 per game. Jordan Tavera, 6'1" junior, wears number 23, averages 7 a game. And rounding out the starting lineup, number 25, Cam Regard, 6'1" junior, averages 15 points per game. Rams come in tonight 18-3. I guess it's okay to dispense with the section records now. They don't matter anymore. We finished second. Our first place team was here earlier tonight, Hampton. They did win. Peter Kramer played some. He had 11 points in that game. So he did play the final game of the regular season, and that'll be the last time he can suit up for the Talbots this year. And even though this is the Battle of the Bronx, Mike, they're treating it like a North Allegheny home game with the preliminary introductions. They're going to start number 13, Carter Metzler, only a sophomore, Mike. You'll find out no senior starters. How about that? On North Allegheny's team. Number 20, Jackson Howard, is a junior. All 4 starters are juniors except for the sophomore Metzler. Joe Marquise, number 4, also a junior. Anthony Ciotti, a junior also, wears number 3. And number 22, Joey DePierick, also a junior. That's the starters for North Allegheny. Under Coach Dave DiGregorio, and Mike, we know him from way back in the Pine Richland days.
The Pine Richland days, back with John Pollock playing against Pine Richland, back that far ago.
Go that far back, brother.
Starting lineups have been brought to you by Dan Timmons Painting for all your commercial and industrial paintings needs, and epoxy flooring. And we got a tutorial on that earlier.
On the way up, yes.
We got you covered. All right, we are set for tonight's game. The final regular season game for both teams, final game for NA. And I was telling Dan before the game, I'd done at least a dozen games here, and this is the first time I've done an NA game.
How about that?
How about that? I mean, this is pretty crazy. But all right, top is won by the Rams. They're in the brown. They move right to left. Here's Foster, out to Tavares, and now Jimmy Kunst.
And NA has some quality wins, Mike. They beat Monte Christian, who lost to the Bronx team by 1 earlier, and also Central Catholic.
Cam Regard's long three is no good. It's tipped around and rebounded by the Tigers, and here they come back the other way. Out top, this is DePierick. Now Sayati worked it into the paint. Back for Howard.
Typical 6'8" team, Mike. They like to run the high shuffle. They're in no rush to shoot. Reminds me of Pine Richland.
It's a typical 6'8" team. They don't want to shoot. It's amazing. It's been that way. When it was 4A, it was that way.
Don't they look like Pine Richland?
They do.
The year? Yep.
And they finished the bottom of the section, the two of them. There's a shot up off the glass by DePierick. 2-0. Pine Richland. By North Allegheny. See, you did it there.
And we always talk about level of interest in the game, Mike. We're a half hour behind. It start till 8 o'clock on a Saturday after a tough section game last night. Let's see what Highlands has in the tank.
Timmons up around, no good. Rebound, Timmons had it, lost it. And North Allegheny has it. Sayati swung it to the corner. Now back left side. And Marquise with a three in and out. Takes a peek, won't go. Rebound put up by DePierick, won't go. Another shot is missed, and this time Foster finally has it for Highlands.
He shot it 3 times, Mike. Each time the Golden Rams pushed him a little further out.
And it kept coming back to him. Dribble drive by Foster to tie it up.
And there's Braden taking it length of the court and laying it in, Mike. He's done a great job this year. As I said, the game seems to be slowing up for him, which is a good thing. All for that shot.
It is. Shot is missed, and the Rams have it. Here comes Tavares back the other way. Out to Regard. Now Foster. Spin move by Tavares in the paint. Went up and got fouled. So Tavares will shoot a couple at 5:52.
Philippe's Family Dining and Pizzeria was born in Trina Heights in 1999, and it didn't take him long to become a name synonymous with great food and overwhelming community support. Philippe's offers burgers, wings, specialty sandwich wraps, and of course pizza, not just any pizza, the Burgerville pie. Kitchen's open after the game, so stop by and say hi or call 724-226-3505 for takeout. And remember, breakfast starts every morning at 8 a.m. That's Philippe's Family Dining and Pizzeria, Freeport Road in Natrona Heights. We were there last night. Mike, George Gatto joined us. And
George has become a regular.
Yes, and he's telling me about listening to our game on the Butler radio station last night. And
oh, Jimmy got pulled that time. He grabbed his jersey, but he made it anyway on the rebound.
Watching a Lower Highlands Union time game. We'll talk about that one later. Mike, double overtime. Lower Highlands wins that.
Rams lead at 5-2 now. This is Metzler out top. Metzler drives in now. They kick it out top to Sayati. Now Howard. They reverse it out top again. Sayati steps back and a little long three go and hit it. Anthony Sayati. 5-5.
Foster thought about it. Almost got it stolen.
Timmons. Now Tavares. Put it on the floor. Spun in. Gave it up. Foster right side. Now to Regard. Here's Kunst.
Cleared that side off for him, Mike.
He couldn't get in there, though, and the rebound of the Tigers is...
Nice defense that time by Marquise against Kunst.
DePierick pulled it out of there. There's Marquise now. Work it back out to Sayati. He handles things for them in the green shoes. Long three from the A and NA. Missed it, but the Tigers get the rebound. put back up and in. And Purak with his second. Regard for three, in and out, no good. Rebound Foster. Regard tried to buy the call. Foster put the rebound up and in. 4 for Braden. We're tied at 7.
Looked like he's being held down that time.
Yeah, it did.
Kind of threw it up there.
Now, considering the late hour, veteran officials, there aren't going to be many whistles in this game.
We had a lot yesterday, Mike. We shot 29 foul shots in the game, and we only had 3 turnovers, Mike. That was very impressive. And for a young team, only had 4. We're less than 10 turnovers a game now, Mike. There's the first one for North.
Yeah, Kuntz picked the pocket of Sayati, and Regard ahead of the pack on a great feed from Timmons.
Shannon never let that ball touch his hand, Mike. As soon as he had it, he was off the Regard for the 2.
0, Carson Sestilli has entered the game for North Allegheny. Oh, great backdoor, and put in by Marquise.
Right back at it.
Long 3 by Foster, up around and over top.
We saw that one in the earlier game, Mike, where it almost stayed up on the backboard.
Landon Signorella into the game for Highlands. Coming in for the Tigers is 35, Nick Humphreys.
So they're 8 deep already, Mike.
Humphreys is sophomore. You figure he'll going to use a lot of guys here. This is really the first game of next year.
Yeah, you can look at it that way, that's for sure.
This is Humphreys out top. Now Sestilli. Back out top to Marquis. Humphreys off the roll. Now Sayati. Spin move by Marquis. Out. They do take their time. Marquis goes in with a runner and scores. His second basket, 4th point. And it's 11-9 Tigers.
To the rack, and he's going to get fouled.
And Reggie Smith, you can recognize that voice all the way up here, makes the call. Reggie Smith is a referee in the Big Ten. I mean, a football referee in the Big Ten.
And Mike, he's joined by Anthony Armley and Billy Cuba. They didn't call that a shooting foul, Mike?
They did not. Marquis picked it up, and a 3 is down.
Jordan Tavares.
And there's Tavares. Cameraman Dan was on that in the pregame warm-ups. Tavares hits his first from downtown. Rams have a 1-point lead, and we have a foul on the floor.
Going to get Landon Signorella. A little rough ride there.
Rams lead at 12-11. Timmons back in. And Tavares will get a rest. Coach Dodson just rotating guys in and out of there, making sure everybody gets a blow.
Former coach Tyler Stachinsky in the house, Mike.
Yes, sir. Sitting with Ryan Boda.
He lives out this way. It's a home game for him.
It's a home game for Stosh. Sayati swung it over, right side Humphreys. His 3 is down. Humphreys was open, they reversed it nicely. And a steal by North Allegheny. Rams tried to get it back, but Sestilli worked it over to Sayati. Sayati's not come off the floor. That's Marquis for 3, and it's down.
He's got 7, and they're up by 5.
17-12. Foster's going to step back, and he hits a 3.
And he's got 7.
17-15. North Allegheny by 2. Sayati with a long 3 is down.
All of a sudden, Racehorse basketball broke out, Mike.
He's hit 2 from downtown. And the Rams.
Regard looked like he just tried to draw a foul there. Mike didn't get the call.
Now Sestilli worked it back out. Sayati into the paint. Sestilli didn't take the shot. Marquis with a crossover move, and Sayati's 3's off the front iron.
Off
the Rams
the
out on the break.
3-on-1, Mike.
Great no-look pass, but Signorella will get the finish. Jimmy missed it. Great pass by Regard, and Sig finished it up.
Nice job on the finish there by Signorella.
Rams trail by 2. 1:13 left, first quarter.
Charge.
Now it is offensive foul. Going to go against Joe Marquis.
His first, team first. Tavares checks in for Regard.
20-17. North Allegheny has the early lead here. 1 minute left first quarter.
Inadvertent horn there, Mike. I think they're just going to not let this sub in, just bring it back in. There we go.
Timmons out to Kunst. Timmy got shut off. Kicked it back out to Foster. Steps back, and Rams on different pages together.
Second Highlands turnover.
Threw the ball right to Bob Bizzuto over there, but I don't think it's in his job description.
Mike, we talk about playing close games and how we haven't had a lot of them. Realistically, 2 knock games, you could put them down as close games because third quarter are 3-point games. And again, I don't think we're going to run away tonight from this team.
Well, in all honesty, we should.
They proved me wrong before that.
Yeah. Here's Foster. Out to Tavares. Tavares drives in and gets fouled on his way to the basket.
Well, I'll say it again. They beat Monte Christian and Central Catholic. Those are 2 pretty good teams. So they're capable. Again, wasn't a shooting foul, Mike. So still he gets his first.
That's 4 on NA. Rams have committed just 1. Tavares. Out to Kunst. Inside. Tough move at Timmons with the finish, and he draws the foul. Well, there was a lot of banging going on in there.
All 5 starters on the board now.
So Chandler now with a chance to tie it up.
Chandler 60% from the free throw line this year.
The foul was on Meltz, yeah, his first. And Timmons ties the game. Rams battle back for 5 down on that occasion. We're tied at 20. That is our 4th tie already here first quarter. Now a long 3 put up there by Howard is no good, and Kunst.
He's done it before.
He has done once or twice. That's the end of the first quarter here at North Allegheny. In a tight win, it's the Tigers now 20 and the Rams 20. Joe Lucchino and his son Joseph proudly welcome you to Lucchino Insurance and Financial Group. Serving the AK Valley for decades, the Lucchinos are a broad-based financial advisory firm with a wide range of opportunities for both you and your business. Retirement can have a funny way of sneaking up on you, and you're not alone if you haven't created a long-term financial strategy, but the Lucchinos are here to help. Joe and Joe always know. They're located at 2318 Freeport Road next to Donut Connection. Or call today 724-224-8908 or 724-905-7583. Why what? Let the Lucchino Insurance and Financial Group put you on the road to financial stability today.
Mike, we mentioned earlier in the day, again, Shadyside Academy is defeated by South Allegheny, and North Catholic beat Central Catholic. Last night we had an in-section. Freeport beat Indiana 69-49. Hampton beat Greensburg-Salem 91-55. And Mike, in the big games in 4A last night, mentioned Lower Highlands beat Unitime 75-69 double overtime. North Catholic beat Beaver 60-59. Elizabeth Ford beat Bell Vernon 72-70. And Avonworth beat West Mifflin 67-60. That puts them in the playoffs. We'll talk about that at halftime. And Montour beat Quaker Valley 47-37. So it's a jumble in 4A.
It kind of is. We'll go over our bracket predictions at halftime.
As I mentioned in pregame, Mike, they're announcing at 3 o'clock on Monday. I guess somebody's got a big Valentine date or something.
Turnaround jumper by DePirick is down. He's got 6. And the Tigers back up by a pair. Regard's going to let a long 3 go. And it rattles home.
Regard his first with 3s. Yep.
First from downtown. That's 3 for Highlands. North Allegheny's hit 4. And the Rams back on top, 23-22. Now, they try to work it down inside for DePirick, but they kick it back out for a 3 by Marquis that's missed, and the Rams have it. Oh, Jimmy tried to work it down inside, but good defense by Meltzer to get his hands up there and get it out.
Yep, saw Sig ahead of the pack.
But there is Signorella stealing it. Out to Kunst all the way home.
Jimmy's got 4. Highlands up by 3. And there's another steal
by Kunst on the other end.
3 turners apiece now.
Kunst drives all the way in, kicked it out to Regard. That's a long 3 off the back iron, but Signorella's right there and he puts it in. Offensive rebound and the putback, and Dave DiGregorio wants a timeout. And listen to this Highlands crowd.
Tremendous balance by Signorella that play, Mike. Again, he controlled his body in the air, got the score. Well, maintaining good health and fitness, and more important now than ever, we come up these stairs a few times, Mike. You need to be in great shape to do it. Greatness Athletic Fitness Center in Trentham is your locally owned and operated gym of choice. Right trainer makes all the difference. Gary Nagley and his team of certified trainers help you reach your goals, specializing in fitness, personal training, strength training, weightlifting, powerlifting, even boxing. They're always open. Just swipe your key card. Greatness Athletic Fitness Center is located at 222 East 4th Avenue on the corner in Trentham. Membership started only $20 a month, so give them a call at 724-681-8629 or check them out on Facebook at Greatness Athletics.
I sprinted up twice.
How about that?
Yeah, I did run them. We can still do that occasionally. That's my exercise for the day.
Yep.
I walk the dog and walk myself, and watch the pit game. Hail to pit.
Hail to pit indeed.
Now driving in, shot is missed, and the ball belongs to Highlands. As the Tigers went strong to the basket that time, that was Marquis.
Might be in the last game of the year. I just want to make sure we thank all of our sponsors.
Yes.
Can't get these games on without their sponsorship, so if you're watching out there, support all of our local organizations who help us out to get these games on.
Good defense by Sayati there. The pass didn't have enough steam on it, and nearly got stolen.
It's been an exciting, fun year.
18-3.
18-3, 20 games in. Yep, 21 games in.
The Rams have not won 20 games in a season very often. They have a chance to do that. Chance to win their 19th there tonight. Kunst looping feed underneath, and Reggie Smith with the whistle, and they're going to get a foul. Going to be
Meltzer
down low. And he's going to get a seat. And they're going to bring in Sestilli, 0. Foster back in for Highlands.
You see Dave on the sidelines coach them up, Mike. They're all young kids, so he knows they'll be back next year.
He did 3 years at North Allegheny, or at North Pavlik to coach his sons, and then he came back after a year helping out Joe Lavko. Oh, what a defensive play by Tavares to get back there and stop the layup.
Don't see it very often, Mike. Braden Foster got a shot block there. I think he fumbled with it a little bit before he got it up.
I think so. Marquis gets it back now, and he'll set things up.
Straight man-to-man defense for Highlands.
Sayati steps back off the back iron, but Jimmy asking for a foul. Yeah.
Chandler thought Jimmy was going to get it.
Well, Jimmy got held. That's why he didn't go after it. Sayati, beautiful pass underneath, and the lay-in by Sestilli. His first of the night. 27-24. Oh, Tavares got in a little bit of trouble, but regained the dribble and put it up and in.
Nice pump fake that time by Jordan to clear the defenders. Highlands ahead by 5 again.
Here's Howard out top. And Sayati works it back out to Howard.
Again, Mike, you see the switching defense is so important that Foster, our big guy, can guard to guard. It allows you to switch off.
Howard's three's off the rim. Rebound Highlands, Tavares. Want to push it ahead to Regard. Don't have numbers though, so the Rams will reset things. 4.5 left first half, Highlands by 5.
And Mike, the way we like to run, we wanted to develop at least 2 guys off the bench this year. We got Signorella for sure, he's a great 6th man, but we didn't get a 7th guy or an 8th guy to come in and really give us quality minutes. And that's tough in the playoffs.
Nice spin move by Tavares in the paint, but it won't bend over the rim for him. They battle for it, and it's going to be North Allegheny basketball at 4 minutes left in the half. Boone Cavetti, 34. And Nick Humphreys, who's already been in once, 35.
And Mike, just for everybody's attention for the playoffs, our playoff games will be on Monday and Thursday this year.
Sayati missed the 3 from the corner, but saved in by the Tigers.
Oh, there's an offensive foul.
Well, it could have been. The shot is missed. Foster tipped it, and the Tigers control it. It comes to Marquis for 3. It's in and out. And this time, Regard's finally got it.
Cam come off the deck, Mike, because he was trampled down there. We get a timeout.
And they do.
Yep.
I think.
No, they're going to go. Wait a second.
No, they are. Reggie Smith is giving him a timeout. Let's see
what happens. The question was, what came first, the turnover or the timeout? The answer is the
turnover came out first.
So therefore, there won't be a timeout. Chicken or egg situation, Mike.
It was. Sestilli to Sayati.
Something about these shuffle cuts, Mike. A lot of times they get that first step, it's a walk.
Sestilli deep left elbow out top, and now we're going to have a foul underneath. Let's see what this is. It's probably going to be against the Rams.
Chandler Timmons gets his first.
That's only the second foul on Highlands first half. They lead by 5. It was tied after the first quarter.
And the way they run these shuffle cuts, and with us switching on every screen, Mike, it's kind of like when you go to the eye doctor. A, B, which one do you like better? They're waiting to see.
Oh,
nice
Timmons Stoley inbound. Rams got a break. Ahead to Kuntz. Drives, lays, missed it. Rebound, Signorella.
Sig is playing great tonight.
31-24.
But they try to get the mismatch they want to by shuffle cutting. But the nice thing about Highlands, like I said, defensively, we'll switch with them. And they don't really get an advantage. As you can see, Tavares.
Sayati from 15, off the rim, no good. Rebound, Kuntz. Rams with the ball in a 7-point lead, having a big second quarter here.
Dumped down
Great
again.
pass to Sig, and he scores.
Sig above his average, 7 a game. He's got 8 already off the bench, Mike, and another timeout.
33-24, and Dave wants time.
Mike, not too many high school teams can do what Highlands does with all that switching on defense. Well, winter, it's kind of here, and it's kind of not. Next week's going to be a great week.
And we're not going to complain.
Yeah, not going to complain, and we're going to be off next week,
and
too.
You're going to hit golf balls.
Yep, we think February 20th is our first date out. Anyways, Highland Tire is still in business over there, and they offer the largest and most complete inventory of tires and custom wheels in the Pittsburgh area. If you don't see it on site, ask for it. They'll get it for you. Visit highlandtire.com or give them a call in Trenton. It's 724-224-9222. In the Heights, 724-224-7900. Or Highland Integrity Alignment at 724-224-5900. Highland Tire, service, integrity, price. Since 1961, we deliver. We always worry about the winter. Check when your oil is due. And all three do oil changes. And at Highland Integrity, you can actually call and get an appointment, go there, and they'll do it in half an hour.
Yeah, if we do get a home game, and if it is on Monday the 20th, that's President's Day. So everybody come dressed as your favorite president. It'll be fun.
I want to get to Nick McQuady. He takes care of our student booster group.
Everybody,
and suggest that to him.
We're a powdered wig or something. Everybody come dressed as George. It used to be just Washington's birthday, remember?
Martin Van Buren.
I'm a James Knox Polk guy myself, but, do what you can.
Well, Van Buren's a Pennsylvania guy, right?
James Buchanan was Pennsylvania.
Oh, I'm sorry.
He was 16. Or 15, I'm sorry.
Oh.
He preceded Lincoln. He made Lincoln look real good.
We are not getting charges, Mike. Sig stood there and took one.
Ball belongs to the Tigers, but the Rams lead by 9 here. Again, we were tied 20-20 after 1. Highlands with a 13-4 second quarter so far. This is Cavetti deep in the corner, and the Rams have him trapped off. They get it to...
Another turnover, that's 5.
Dude, they got it to Howard, and the Rams picked his pocket.
Head of the pack.
Ahead to Regard, he puts it in.
Regard has 7.
And the Rams lead it now, 35-24. I wanted to get to a point here if they could slow down for me.
Just like that, though, Mike. Boom.
The off the move, nicely done by Marquis. And that was, we should try to get a lead because you don't know if these guys are going to see the end of the season coming, The Rams, even if they fell behind, are still going to have something to play for because they got a playoff game. These guys don't have anything to play for if it looks like the game's over,
Yep, Jimmy Quint's got a reaching foul, Mike. Kind of looked like a tired foul that time, too. As I said, we played a hard game last night against Knock and looked like he was reaching there.
Carter Meltzer back in the ball game. He replaces Varun Cavetti. And here is Howard with a crossover move. Marquis in the corner. Oh, and
great job by
they did. They stole it off of Stilly that time. Kuntz drives all the way home for the basket.
Got the steal and the bucket. Jimmy with 6. Lead back up to 11.
37-26.
Backdoor. They've hit us
good
twice
pass
there.
by Howard. Kuntz with the block, but the foul is called. That'll be the 4th on Highlands' first half.
They're going to get that on Foster. That'll be his first. They'll shoot him here.
And the ref, Reggie Smith, we talked about Monday being President's Day. You listen to him give the penalty calls on Saturdays in Big Ten football. Obama sound-alike. Unbelievable.
First foul shot for North Allegheny, and first miss.
Meltzer will get another. He got that one. His first. 37-27. Highlands by 10. 1:10 to go. Possession arrow belongs to the Rams. They get a big arrow on these boards. Kuntz with a crossover move. Now to Regard. He's wide open for 3. It's nothing but nylon. You cannot let him open like that. Or please let him open like that. 10 points for Kent, 2 from downtown. The Rams lead it by 13. Take a 13-point lead into the locker room. What did these guys come out with?
Look at that hustle.
And look at Regard. Head first into Steve Meaner.
And Mike, again, this is not a section game. This is a 22nd game on a Saturday night. They're playing like that. You like to see that.
This is called getting ready for the playoffs.
Yes, sir. And again, don't forget halftime. We're doing our playoff prediction.
Yes, we're going to do that. Bracketology coming up. 38 seconds. Highlands by 13. Over for Sestilli. His 3's in and out. Rebound. Oh, boy, they knocked Tavares down. There's no call. But the Rams have the ball. 26 seconds and the arrow. They can really put a hurting on him here. Tavares. But somehow it got through to Sig. And he scores.
Sig has 10, Mike. Double figures for Landon. We're only in the first half.
Boy, the Rams walk out there. Another steal. 10 seconds to go. Rams by 15. Timmons out top. Back to Regard. They're going to call a travel on Chandler at 3 seconds left, and the Rams by 15.
He had that one coming after that great steal.
They quickly going to run Nick Humphreys in off the bench. Another 3-point shooter for Dave. See what he can come up with here.
D him up a little bit here, though. Let him have a free one.
How much want to? They're going to want to come out of the locker room with if they're down by 15. And throwing it up is Sayati. And the shot is no good, and that's the end of the first half here at North Allegheny. Big second quarter for the Rams. They lead it 42-27. Located in beautiful downtown Trentham, Harvest Moon Coffee and Chocolates is dedicated to serving great La Prima espresso coffee and hand-dipped small batch candy using the finest Belgian dark and milk chocolates. Born out of love for great chocolate, remarkable coffee, and the sense of giving back to the community, Harvest Moon Coffee and Chocolates has a mission of providing uniquely delicious products while serving as a gathering place for friends and family. Harvest Moon Coffee and Chocolates is located at 206 Corbett Street in Trentham, and they're open every day until 3. Check out their website, harvestmoonc2.com. Drink coffee, eat chocolate, be kind. We're at halftime. Bracketology's coming up. Stay tuned for that. Highlands 42, North Allegheny 27. We'll be right back. All right, we're back at halftime, and Mike Choma and I are going to do some bracketology now. The Rams leading at 42-27 at the break. Halftime will be brought to you by Mason Elite. Being elite starts at any age. We train our players to be the best basketball players on the court and the best versions of themselves off the court. Okay, let's start by discussing what we have as our top seeds in the tournament. We talked last night, Lincoln Park's number 1, right?
Correct.
Okay, so what do you have 2 through 4?
2 through 4, I have Lower Highlands 2, since they upset Uniontown last night. I'm just going to drop them to 3, though, Mike, because they were a strong section and a strong team. And my number 4 team will be Hampton. Hampton won again here today, and I think just on their resume, Mike, they're 20-2. You can't drop many lower than 4.
Guess what? We have nothing to discuss. That's exactly what I have. I have Lincoln Park Laurel Highlands, Uniontown, Hampton. Before we go on, I want to tell you about Kenyon Martin at Cincinnati. The reason we dropped Hampton, they absolutely have a number 2 seed resume. The reason I drop Hampton is because you lose Peter Kramer for the playoffs because of the new rule that doesn't allow guys to play. Kenyon Martin, Cincinnati, 2000, ranked number 1 in the country. Kenyon Martin went down. They lost in the second round of the conference tournament. They got dropped to a 2 seed, and in the second round were defeated by Tulsa, made all the difference in the world. By the way, guess who was coaching Tulsa in 2000 that beat Bob Huggins in Cincinnati?
No idea.
Bill Self.
Oh, there we go.
How about that? So anyway, it has to be taken into account. We don't know if the Whippeal's going to do that or not. So, okay.
They would be number 2 if they don't.
Oh, absolutely. I don't think there's any doubt in my mind. They have good wins. I mean, they have a truckload of good wins. Twice against Highlands, Bethel Park, Butler, Fox Chapel, twice against North Hills. There's no other resume on this whole sheet that has what they have. So. But they're a different team now. All right, go ahead.
I'll start with my pigtail games. And by the way, Coach Dodgen gave me his, so I'll tell you the ones we agree on.
Oh, okay, that's cool. Good.
We don't agree on the pigtail game. I have Avonworth 8-13 against Elizabeth Forward 8-13.
Uh-huh.
The winner of that would play into Leakin Park.
Right.
Where we do agree is 8-9. I have 8 Quaker Valley, and I have 9 Beaver. And then we moved on. We agree on the matchup, but not the seeding. I have Highlands 5 playing Blackhawk 12. Again, the higher seed will play the home game. And down below that, Hampton at number 4 would play Montour number 13.
Okay.
Going to the right side of the bracket, I would have Laurel Highlands, we mentioned, is number 2. I got them playing Knock at number 15. And then below that, South Allegheny, 17-4 is a 7 seed. They play Freeport. I got them at the 10 seed at 13-8. Then the 3 seed we mentioned already, Uniontown. They would play 14 West Mifflin. And Mike, here's where it gets a little fuzzy for me. North Catholic, 16-6. I made them 6. A lot of people are arguing them for 5, beating Central Catholic today. We'll see if that comes into play. Now watch out for this team, Mike. I have them playing Bell Vernon. Bell Vernon, an 11th seed at 10-11, is not a bad team. Trust me, don't sleep on them.
Yeah, you won't sleep on them when you see who I got them playing. Before we move on, let's tell everyone about the Boucher family. They've been in business in Eternal Heights for over 70 years and are uniquely qualified to help you choose home and auto insurance that protects what matters most, your family. The Bouchers are independent agents in addition to nationwide. They're working with all the leading companies in the industry like Progressive, Allstate, AIC, and Travelers to find more ways for you to save on your home and auto insurance. Call your hometown independent insurance agents, John and Nick Boucher, 724-224-4300, and choose the coverage that's right for your family. They have evening and Saturday hours for your convenience. Remember, in the AK Valley, you're in good hands with the Boucher Agency on your side. Okay, we have a lot of things the same.
Get out your pencil and write this down. I was always right.
Yeah, I'm never right, so here we go. I, too, have Elizabeth Forward Avonworth in the pigtail only because I don't think it's fair to have a section game the first playoff game. And, wanting to have Elizabeth Forward at 15 and play Laurel Highlands, I wasn't going to do that. So I made those guys the pigtail playing into number 1 Lincoln Park. I also have Knock as the 15 too, by the way. I have the same as you, but I got them in a different place. I have Beaver the 8, Quaker Valley the 9. Quaker Valley's going to have to go to Beaver. Quaker Valley has the worst resume of any team that anybody's talking about in the entire tournament. Here's Quaker Valley's losses. They've lost to 9-13 Montour, 8-13 Latrobe. They've lost to 3A Washington, single A Union, single A Carlinton, and South Allegheny. Now those lower seeded teams are good teams, and then their only win of note is South Allegheny. It's the only one they have.
That's why he makes the big bucks, folks. He does
so I'm not buying Quaker Valley, and neither does Jimmy Kuntz, by the way. Okay, here we go. Hampton at the 4, same as you, against the Montour Spartans at Hampton. And that plays into Highlands the 5 against the 12 Bell Vernon. Rematch of the 2020 championship game. Laurel Highlands on the other side of the bracket, number 2 by virtue of their win last night. They would play Knock the 15 seed. The winner of that game would play 7 South Allegheny, who I don't think much of either. They lost to 8-13 Avonworth. None of these other teams we're talking about lost to a team with a losing record. None of them. And these teams in this section did that. I have them against number 10 Blackhawk, and Brooks Rohrbach will be standing in front of the announcers. That's why I don't want to play them, because I won't see the game.
I'd rather
He'll
play
be standing right in front of me the whole game. I know it. When we played them here in the semifinals, he was way down there. He didn't get my way. Number 3, Uniontown I have against 14 West Mifflin, and then same as you, number 6, North Catholic, but I have them against Freeport, number 11. So, by the way, here's another thing. Seeds and everything, we've seen the teams. Freeport is as an 11, Knock the 15. I think Knock's a better team than Freeport is.
I do too, but the record doesn't say it.
But it's, you're talking about records and body of work, and just from what we've seen with our eyeballs and everything. But anyway, that's what we got. So
3 o'clock Monday. Check the WPL.org to get all the playoff. You can even print them, Mike.
And won't be wrong. How about scoring?
Scoring for the Golden Rams, we are being led by Landon Signorella, Mike, off the bench with 10. He's tied with Cam Regard. Jimmy Quince has 6. Chandler Timmon 3. Braden Foster 7. Jordan Tavares 6. Balanced scoring for the Golden Rams, 22-7 in the second quarter. And for the North Allegheny, they're led by Joey Duprick with 6. Joe Marquise with 9. Anthony Sciotti with 6. Carter Meltzer with 1. Carson Saletti with 2, and Nick Humphreys with 3.
All right, there's your scoring. Highlands with a 22-7 second quarter. And we'll see what kind of oomph NA comes out of the locker room with. Halftime stats and brackets tonight, brought to you by Mason Elite at the Pittsburgh Mills Mall. For more information on the best basketball training in Pittsburgh, visit masonelite.com. We did that all in 8 minutes.
How about that? Everything's solved in 4A.
That's right, all done. Now I just got to go out and win the games. So we'll see what Dave DiGrigorio's guys got for us here, if they got a little bit of pushback. I think they're probably good for one run, and if the Rams can hold them off, I think they'll be all right here. Trying to win their 19th of the season and go 19-3, and in 4A, that gets you a 5 or a 6. Think about that a minute.
Especially, like I said, some of the teams that we beat during the year, North Hills, Bishop Cannon, all quality wins.
None of the top 5 teams, top 9 teams of what we were agreeing on, just where to put them, lost to a team with a losing record, except South Allegheny and Quaker Valley.
Well, there you go.
And think about how good that is for that's amazing. I mean, there are like no bad losses to find.
Top-notch research by Mike Pavlik, folks.
Top-notch teams. I mean, it's so deep.
Up in the air.
And Regard, he had it stolen.
Yep. Got caught up in the air with no place to throw it. Hot in a 6th turnover. South Allegheny, let's see what they, North Allegheny, I forget South Allegheny for the bracket.
Great job by Regard to knife it away. And Timmons.
No foul.
Nope, it's just Highlands basketball. Chandler doesn't complain.
8th turnover for North Allegheny. Highlands committed 6.
Great job by Meltzer to get back and stop that fast break. And if that's any indication, they aren't going anywhere. Looping feet into Foster. And now it's shot by Tavares is blocked. And the other thing is, do the Rams think they have enough, and they got to be careful.
Tavares went down the lane that time, Mike. Nobody followed him. Normally we get a drop pass and get a rebound.
Sciotti had it.
Still by Quince out ahead of the pack.
And he lays it in.
Sciotti lost his balance there. Mike, and Hines takes advantage. 9 turnovers now.
44-27,
there's a foul.
And there is a foul as Regard.
He didn't think
it went over the top of Marquis.
Marquis was going to stop. Well, he did.
Bird's eye view from the catbird seat up here tonight. This is a great view up here.
A little chilly though.
I was going to say a little cold in the gym tonight. If we get a chance to come back, I'm going to bring an extra layer. Oh, now the Rams think that it was knocked out by NA.
I don't disagree with them.
I don't either. Reggie Smith saw it a different way.
And
he throws it right into Chandler. Chandler looked like he knew it was coming. Into Kuntz, drives, lays, missed it.
There's the foul.
And a foul. Jimmy will shoot 2 at 6:55, and the Rams leading it 44-27.
Joe Marquis, good sportsmanship, picked them up there, Mike.
Rams haven't been to the line much tonight, but again, we expected that.
2 for 3 so far for Highlands.
The refs are loath to blow the whistle in these games. Jimmy missed the first, he'll get another. Carson Sestilli, number 0, back in the ball game for North Allegheny.
We didn't think we'd have too many toots tonight, Mike, because last game of the season, and Jimmy missed both of them.
Oh, but good job by Chandler. threw it into a crowd, and it's stolen by NA.
Second time we went in the air, Mike, with no intention of where to throw it. North Allegheny's got 2 turnovers that way.
Marquis lost his dribble. Worked it back out top. Now he got it back. He drives in baseline and throws it to Timmons again. 2-on-1. And it's Tavares with the finish off the feed by Kunst.
Jordan, 8 points above his average. Another steal almost by Timmons.
Over into the VIP section over there.
Those are the deep seats, Mike.
Took a deep dive into that, didn't you?
I did.
Sestilli out top.
He walks, Mike, every time
he does, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Now he's just going to step back and take a 3, and he drains it. He's got a good shot, though.
He's got 3 threes. He shouldn't be dribbling at all.
46-30.
Cross-court pass.
Yeah, Jordan called for it. Now he goes baseline, dumps it off to Foster. Foster! Oh, how did that not go? But he will shoot.
3/4 of the way down, Mike.
2 at 5:55 with the Rams leading by 16. Don't you hate it when you need work done around the house but can't get anyone to call you back? Or even worse, when you finally get in touch with someone, they don't finish the job properly. Well, put those problems aside because Beanie Home Renovations has been executing home projects in the AK Valley from start to finish for over a decade. If you're spending hard-earned money on renovating your home, you expect the job to be done right. Not only does Beanie do it all from basements to roofing, they also have that level of professionalism from every job from the very first call. Experience the difference today, 724-351-3172. Or on the web at BeanieHomeRenovations.com. Take the first step in making your home a better place to live. Beanie Home Renovations, where the bee is always busy.
Foster 1 of 2. Off the shot missed. Regard misses from 3.
And the Tigers come back the other way. And Howard lost it into a gaggle of Rams. And here comes Kunst on the other end, and it's blocked.
12th turnover we forced, Mike.
Now Howard out to Sestilli. Didn't want to take it, though, and now Marquis. Sestilli again. He will let it go left-handedly. Missed it. Rebound Highlands.
Timmons out trying to go coast to coast. You're going to get fouled.
Chandler's foul. Just over 5 minutes left here in the third quarter.
Carson Sestilli gets his 3rd, Mike.
That's the 3rd also on the Tigers' second half. Now Sayati's coming out. Get a break.
Jack McMurdo goes in the lineup. He's a senior, Mike. We finally got one.
How about that?
Number 11.
High posting Timmons, hands it off to Kunst, steps back. His 3 is off the back rim, no good. And the rebound to Howard. And a 3 out of the corner is down. Marquis hits his 2nd from downtown. And it's 47-33.
He leads all scorers with 12. Isolation this time for Foster. Let's see him go to work here.
He goes in there, and they're going to call a travel. He went in there against DePuric.
What I like that time, Mike, they had the floor isolated for him to clear it off, and he did go to work, but he took that step in between, had his 8th turnover. Maybe this is that run you're talking about, Mike.
I think they got one in them. Up to the Rams to hold them off. No, McMurdo, though, put it up off the front iron. Highlands ball now. Here comes Foster back. Foster's going to, thought about it, but they got on him quickly. Regard left side. Now Tavares. Jordan got a rough ride in there, put it up. They're going to call a foul on Highlands, an offensive foul on Tavares.
I think that was a no call at best, Mike.
The Jamarius Burton move from earlier today.
Yeah.
Here's Marquis
now. Go. Highlands with a 14-point lead in the 3rd quarter.
Led by as many as 19. And a 3 out of the corner by McMurdo is missed, but now the Rams throw it away.
Back turnover.
Shot is missed by Humphreys. Another chance is blocked by Jimmy. And a foul on North Allegheny on the rebound.
And Tavares getting a little bump action there after the fact.
Humphreys picks it up. Now against pressure. And they quickly work it down to Signorella, and it's blocked.
Regard wrestles it away, though.
As DePirick got back there to block.
There's a pass.
Nice dump down by Tavares into Foster, and Foster's into double figures with 10. And the Rams back up to a 16-point lead. Now another steal. Regard now has it. Ahead of the field to Jimmy, puts it up and in.
13 turnover, Highlands converting in transition, Mike, and all of a sudden it's 18-point lead.
Kunston Foster in double figures. They've done it all 22 games.
And boom goes the dynamite.
Rams by 18, and now a runner with the left hand by DePirick is good. And he'll have a chance for the three-point play.
They get Foster for his second.
And now the home crowd's been completely taken out of this game. They aren't even cheering when their team scores at this point.
Mike, getting back to the brackets real quick, Coach Dodge and I agree on the Quaker Valley Beaver matchup, Highlands Blackhawk matchup, Hampton Montour matchup, North Catholic Bell Vernon matchup, and the South Allegheny Freeport matchup.
That's a bunch.
That's pretty good, 5 out of 8.
Again, mine aren't predictions. Mine are what they should be.
Educated guesses. Let's go with that.
Foster. Dump it into Timmons, and Timmons put it up and got fouled.
Twice.
At least.
Meltzer going to get his third foul.
Takes a beating down. He takes more of a beating in basketball than he did in football.
Remember, football, collision sport, basketball, contact sport.
And he ran the ball a lot, you know. I mean, it's not as if he was just standing back there like the Statue of Liberty. First rolls out. He'll get another one. Rams shoot 49% from the line on the road.
That looked good when he left his hand, Mike, but he backed off it as he was shooting. Let's take a week to shoot our foul shots in practice. Like that.
Like that. 52-36, Highlands by 16, 2:35 left, third quarter. Humphreys. Steal by Timmons. Read it the whole way. He drives, he lays, he scores. Wants a foul, none to be had.
We should have got one there.
And it should have.
14 turnovers now.
18-point lead for the Rams. And now
Two-handed block.
Beautiful. Look like Bill Russell.
And he kept it in bounds, Mike. And they blocked another one.
Humphreys follows it, though.
Cavetti follows that one. He gets his first two.
Foster left side.
I think Foster wants to get Cavetti back.
Missed it. Tip no good by Signorella. Signorella again. Signorella doing all the dirty work down there. He's got a dozen, and it's 56-38.
Are we looking at career highs here?
Well, I have it here in the book. We'll find it. No, he needs 16 for that.
Another still by
And he's too close. 14. 58-38, Highlands by 20.
Timmons has really turned up the defense. That's like 3, shall we say, interceptions.
Uh-huh.
And he's just grabbing the ball with 2 hands.
Nearly a steal by Regard.
There he blocks that one. Chandler Timmons having a game on defense.
Humphreys threw up a wild one that was no good, and the Rams have it back. 1:25 left, third quarter. Tavares into the paint. Out to Signorella. Now Timmons will reset things.
And you look up, Mike, they're up by 20. Wow.
Regard. Foster, 3-ball. Nothing but nylon.
Braden Foster bringing the array with him tonight. He's got a 3 to go with 13-point total.
61-38. Marquis drove in, and here comes Regard.
4 on 2.
Regard's going to shoot that. Here it comes.
There it goes. It's now a clinic, Mike.
You can just take a look. He knew that was coming. All he needed was just a little area. 64-38. There's a 3 out of the corner that's no good. Cavetti got the rebound. Put it up. Scores and draws the foul.
Braden decided to join the fray a little late there, Mike, and he's going to get his third foul.
64-40.
It's amazing how they just put the pedal to the metal, Mike.
So Varen Cavetti at the line to complete the three-point play. It rolls off, and Foster clears the boards for Highlands. 30 seconds left, third quarter. 24-point Highlands lead. Tavares. NA has the arrow. Kunst. Timmons. 14 seconds.
So they're going to play for the last shot.
Tavares, 6 seconds. Got to get going. 4. Foster. Around a man. 3 at the buzzer. In and out. And that's the end of the third quarter with the score. Highlands 64. They like getting 22. Highlands 64. North Allegheny 40. They scored 22 for the second strike quarter. Well, it's trivia time, brought to you by Unflooded. If your home or business has ever been damaged by water or mold, you know how stressful that can be. And our friends at Unflooded specialize only in water, sewage, and mold removal. And they're here to help. From a broken water pipe, sewer backup, flooding, they have the expertise to get your home dry and ready for repairs. And when it comes to mold in your home, they'll assess the situation, put together a game plan. They'll remove that mold and keep it from coming back. You can visit unflooded.com or call Brian Mara, 888-650-7767. Unflooded, your family-owned and operated team for emergency water removal in the AK Valley.
Mike, normally I have a Super Bowl trivia question for you the day before the Super Bowl, but something interesting happened this week.
Okay.
Darrell Revis was voted into the Football Hall of Fame. Aliquippa now has the most Hall of Fame players in the country. Can you believe that, Mike? A little school like that.
Wow.
Can you name the others?
How many are there?
You tell me.
Well, Darrell Revis and Mike Ditka.
There's 2.
There's 2. Ty Law.
That's the 3rd. Congratulations. Very
good.
3, Mike. Can you?
From one high school.
Yeah.
That's amazing. A tiny little school like that?
#1 in the country. Amazing.
Congratulations. And a handful of Pitt guys now, too. So that he adds to that.
Well, Ditka went to Pitt.
Uh-huh.
Yep. And everybody remembers Revis Island.
I remember Revis running the punt back against West Virginia on Thanksgiving night at Heinz Field. That's my Darrell Revis moment. And that was a big one. Find that on YouTube. It is great.
Well, Mike White has one when he was in high school. Mike, he went to state championship football Saturday. Monday, he dropped 35 in basketball in Beaver Falls.
Yeah, he was some athlete. Foster rush!
Speaking of some athlete, Braden Foster now with 15, Mike, and again, a variety of ways.
Look what just came up on my phone. From Quip to Canton.
There you go. How about that? 2-on-1 now.
From the Post-Gazette.
Timmons, I was fouled.
Won't go for him, and the Tigers come the other way. Scioto all the way down, and Foster with the rejection. Signorella lays it in, and he does match his career high at 16.
How about that? We got
68-40. We got something behind the play. Let's see if we can pick it up.
3 with a push.
And they get, Sciotti. And he sits down as he's going to be talked to.
I didn't see it, Mike, because it was behind the play. So obviously something he should not have done.
So it just racks up a foul against NA. That's their 6th. Shot is missed. Another try by Teperick is no good, and ball's out of bounds off of NA, and it belongs to the Rams at 7:01 to go. Rams leading it by 28.
20-20 at the end of one quarter, Mike. Can you believe that? It was 20-20 at the end of the first quarter.
20-20 at the end of the first quarter, and as Dan says, almost mercy.
Wow. 2 away, huh?
Gunst. They all pointed to this.
I tell you what, Mike, Mercy is 6'8" team. That's impressive.
Yeah, it is. Well, there's a lot of circumstances here. Foster puts it in.
And guess what, Mike?
And the first circumstance is your guys got to play to that level to make it happen, and that's what they just did. 70-40.
Yep.
That's pretty amazing.
17 now for Foster.
But again, walking into that locker room down like they got down, I just can't see how you're going to give everything you got when this is it.
How many Mercer rules is that this year out of 22?
I think this is 9 or 10.
I think it's 10. You said
10?
9, yep.
Now we got a whistle and an offensive foul. And that's going to be on Marquis.
I don't know why we're stopping the clock here.
It is on Marquis. B&J Sports celebrating their 6th decade, outfitting our local teams and the great sports fans of the AK Valley. When it comes to all your sporting goods needs, look no further than B&J Sports. Glenn Mills and his friendly staff provide that personal touch, customized high school jackets, team uniforms, trophies, plaques, any kind of sports equipment. You just can't beat the service at B&J Sports. They're located at 1605 Freeport Road, Natrona Heights, and open 9 to 5:30 weekdays. Give them a buzz, 724-226-2762. 6 decades says it all. B&J Sports, and we got a foul.
Jimmy Quinn's going to go to the line to shoot a pair. Is there anything we've got to work on, Mike, is the foul shooting?
Yes, the character keep it. Sometimes the clock runs during foul shots. Some places it doesn't. We had that happen recently. The game we were at that they let it go. Kitts misses the first, he'll get another.
He just stares into the air with a smile.
Yeah, I know. It's like, what the?
He knows
he's better than that. Yeah, absolutely.
Yep. Let's see if we can put the second one in. That one's going.
Yes, sir.
I can tell when it leaves his hand. I spent many a day in a gym with Jimmy, and when we'd shoot, Mike, he would have to tell me on the release if it was good or not. And he had long fingernails back there. I remember how the ball came off his fingernails. I could tell it was.
Can you hear it?
Yeah, oh, you can hear
Quiet
it.
Jim.
Yeah, Quiet Jim, yep.
Marquis missed the shot. Rebound chased to the corner by DePerick. Steps on the line and turns it over. Highlands basketball by 31.
That just is a tribute to Jimmy, Mike. This is back in middle school after the season, getting time in the gym. That's how you get to be 18 points a game.
Regard thought about that one, but he got it out to Signorella, who has matched his career high tonight. 16 points, 8 times 2. Foster against the double team. Doesn't matter. Oh, he got hammered. Ouch.
I heard that up here.
Goodness.
And we're pretty far away.
Foster will shoot 2.
Well, Mike, Wireless Zones are the largest independent Verizon wireless franchise in America, and they're dedicated to bringing your wireless needs to your family, your business, and your lifestyle. Stores offer competitive price on today's most popular smartphones, devices, accessories, with award-winning customer service. Stop by and see what makes Verizon the world's largest and most reliable network. Visit your Wireless Zone in Natrona Heights at the Walmart Plaza or the Pittsburgh Mills Mall. Or find the Wireless Zone store nearest you by visiting wirelesszone.com.
Foster missed the first.
Breaking news.
Second one rattles home.
And he has 18.
Our Rams are going to make some substitutions now. Ali Sharif is coming in. Braden Foster sits down with 4:37 to go. That might be all for him.
Jimmy Quince also down. Tavares in for him.
Clock winding, of course. 4:30 to go. DePerick out top. Now Sayato. Kicked it to the corner for Marquis, and now Sestilli out top. Works it down underneath. And a nice pass down there to DePerick with the finish. He's in double figures, and it's 4 minutes to go, and the Rams by 30.
Didn't see this coming, Mike. 10th Mercy Rule of the year.
Regard. Signorella.
And now I hope they do look at this game, Mike, because this does help our resume. Oh, going to be an over and back call.
Tipped off of Ali, but he'd have been better off carrying that out of bounds. Sayato makes the basket on the run out off the Highlands turnover.
I guess they determined the ball had been tipped by a North Allegheny player. Yep.
I guess that's every time now, huh? Had one of those last night that we wondered about. 72-44.
Let's take a 3 here. Why not? Get over.
Oh, nice dump down to Timmons. He's got
8.
74-44.
Doubled his average, Mike.
Well, Sayato with a baseball pass over to Sestilli, but he didn't want to take it. Got into a double team. Now DePerick. Back out to Marquis for 3 off the iron. Rebound to Sharif. That was close. And Tavares will dribble it down. 2.5 to go. Into the paint, drives, lays, got fouled. So Jordan Tavares will get his chance at the line with the Rams leading by 30. This will move the Rams to 4-1 on back ends of back-to-backs this year, which is pretty good. The only loss was the Penn Hills game. Good news is they won't have to do it anymore. There will be no more back-to-backs after that. At least we don't think so.
Now remember, Monday the 20th is the day we think we'll go out, and the games will be Monday, Thursday, Monday for the semifinals, then Thursday at the Pete, Mike. We're back at the Pete, and the 4A teams will go on Thursday.
I saw the City League's going to play their championships at the Coop.
How about that?
So
there is a rumor, and it's only a rumor, that the semifinals will be a doubleheader, 4A doubleheader at Robert Morris.
That can be.
My alma mater.
Second one by Tavares missed. They kick it around at pinballs, and it's taken by Ben Lukic, number 2.
Yeah,
He's got the red shoes on, and he carried it.
17 turnovers. Highlands has committed 9. Highlands, that's their average for the year, Mike, 9.
We'll tell you that Dom Stobert, number 5, and Tommy Callender, 33, have entered the lineup. Less than 2 minutes remaining. Well, Tavares had his pocket picked that time by Lukic. It's knocked out of bounds, and now Cody Hubert and Troy Belak will come in.
And that'll wrap it up for the starters. And again,
successful regular year for those guys.
4 guys in double figures, Tavares with 9 and Timmons with 8.
Oh, Dom had trouble, and he went backcourt.
That's pretty efficient, Mike.
Very much.
And when you get that kind of scoring, it's, you know, pick your poison if you're an opponent. And Tavares, Mike, is...
By the way, we picked our brackets.
Yes.
And there's Lukic. Back out to Humphreys. His three's off the rim. I couldn't tell you who's going to win that thing. I mean, you could say, okay, Lincoln Park, and say, okay, you got a pretty good chance. They'd be the favorite, I'm sure. But there's just too many good teams. You got to beat 2 or 3 really, really good teams to win that thing.
That's where we worry, Mike, when that little dip in the middle of the year that, you know, it's one thing.
Nice job on the run out. And that's a blocking foul. The basket is good by Cavetti. Boy, he got down there, used his body to shield the defender.
Callender tried to take it. But you're right, Mike. Once you get past the first round, everybody's going to be good. And remember, 2 years ago...
And a lot of first-round games, a lot of teams are going to be good.
Actually, 3 years ago, Mike, we thought we were going to get that first-round game against Trinity and didn't win it.
Yeah, no. And you got to mind your P's and Q's because you talked about Bell Vernon, you talk about Blackhawk. Those teams can beat you.
Oh, definitely.
Sharif forecourt, 14 seconds.
Mike White thought 4A would be the hardest to seed and the most competitive.
I agree with both of those statements. Rams throw it backcourt and turn it over. And that's going to wrap it up. This one belongs to the Rams here at North Allegheny tonight. The final score, Highlands 75 and the North Allegheny Tigers 46. Let me say that one again. Highlands 75 and North Allegheny 46.
2 nights in a row with 75 points, Mike. That's been our average all year. Hopefully that'll be our lucky number. Again, I want to thank all of our sponsors this year, and we're going to get back to you as far as the playoffs go as soon as we determine, A, where we're going, B, what we can do as far as the WPL allowing us to do the games. And unfortunately, there's a cost involved with it, and we have to get back with the Boosters Club and see what they can do. And again, it's been a great year for the kids. Hopefully we'll get to do a few more games. If not, tune in. Get out to the games. Importantly, we need everybody to support our Golden Rams.
Absolutely. Thanks to everybody here at North Allegheny that helped us out tonight, and thanks to cameraman Dan. Once again, that final score here tonight. The Highlands Golden Rams 75 and the North Allegheny Tigers 46. For the Dean, Mike Choma, this is Mike Pavlik saying so long.